It's time to brainstorm ideas for products you can sell. There are many ways of brainstorming, but a great way to get started is to look at Amazon's top selling items for inspiration. We'll uncover how you can find what those bestsellers are and how you can keep track of all your product ideas. We can open up the spreadsheet that has the criteria for what makes a good product. We'll use this as reference while we do the brainstorm. And now we can go into Google and type in Amazon best sellers. And the very first result will show us all the top Amazon bestsellers for every single category. It won't tell you exactly how many items were sold, but if you're a number one bestseller, you can bet that they are selling probably $30,000 a month at least in pretty much every category. So for example, let's say you're interested in kitchen and dining. You can click on kitchen and dining, and here you'll see all the products that are top sellers for kitchen and dining. And you might have some ideas of products that you might want to sell that are similar. For example, this one seems interesting. It is a Paderno World Cuisine Tri-Blade Plastic Spiral Vegetable Slicer. Whew, that's a mouthful. You can see that it's a bestseller based on this tag here. It says number one bestseller, and also based on the huge number of ratings that it has, over 6,800 ratings. Generally, only 5% of people leave ratings, so the fact that it has over 6,800 means that it's sold a ton. Now, one of the reasons that I like it is not just because it's sold a ton, but it kind of fits with the criteria that we've outlined. We can see here on the bottom, the shipping weight is 3 pounds, which meets our criteria. It seems small and easy to pack and ship and pretty durable. It's just plastic and some cutlery. And there's probably very limited liability. You know, there is some because you do have knives involved, but I don't suppose that it would be huge. And it's very long lasting. So I think this might be a great product to add to our brainstorm. So I'm going to put spiral vegetable slicer. If we decide to eventually go with this product, what we would do is we would try to find a manufacturer who can make it for us. Ideally, we could make it even better than the Paderno slicer. And then we would brand it with our own company name. So instead of the Paderno slicer, it would be the Lusano slicer, or the Smith slicer, or the James slicer. And then we would sell it. And we can go back and check out other products. So here we see another one. This one is a little bit less expensive than what we would normally go for. It is a food scale, but it seems like something that we might also be able to easily customize, make it even better, and sell for slightly more. So I will put that in as well. And not only can you look at main categories, like kitchen and dining, but you can look at subcategories. So here, for example, we have the subcategories bakeware, cookware, kitchen utensils. So let's say we're interested in potentially selling some bakeware. I'll click there and I can then see every single bestseller in this category. So here I see the second bestseller are these artisan non-stick silicone baking mats. Again, a huge number of ratings, which again implies that it's probably sold very well. And the price is slightly less than what we would want. But again, if we can make the product a little bit better, we can certainly charge a little bit more. This one is only 4.8 ounces. The shipping weight is 1 pound, so it meets that criteria. There's very limited liability. It's very easy to ship. It's very durable, so we can definitely add it. Silicone baking mat set. If you decided that this was a product you wanted to sell, you would find a manufacturer to produce it. Ideally, you would make it a little bit better than the artisan baking mat. You would have the manufacturer stick your company label on the product so that instead of it being called the artisan baking mat set, it would be called the James Field baking mat set or the Lilyfield baking mat set, whatever your company name is. And then you would sell it on Amazon alongside the artisan baking mat. So go out there, search for great product ideas that you might want to sell, and you'll be closer to raking in the big sales than you ever thought possible.